James Harden.
Hey James, you're up 2-0. You won the first two games, double digits. Do you feel like you're in control of the series?
No, we played well. We didn't shoot the ball particularly well tonight, but I think defensively, especially in that second half, we did an unbelievable job of just gearing in on what they like to do and correcting our mishaps in that first half.
Hey James, to take away from the series real quickly, Sunday would be Kobe's 43rd birthday, I believe. Obviously, he looms so large in this year for the people who know him. So much other stuff has gone on. But I'm just curious, kind of, how much do you think about your friendship with him and what has he meant to you kind of after his passing? How much do you think about him and what do you think he would have made of the situation you guys are in now in the bubble and all the competition?
All the time. I think his presence just alone is, he made you feel him. Obviously when he spoke, but just his impact, obviously on the court. He impacted so many people with the game of basketball. His competitive nature, his spirit, just everything it was unbelievable. So I think about him a lot, man. Just obviously we all miss him and what he's done for individually. And he was like a role model to me, man. Obviously, I look up to him as a basketball player when I was younger, growing up in LA. And then as as he got older and on his way out of the league, he kind of became a real mentor, outside of basketball in the business aspect, in the business world. And so that's kind of, where our relationship really grew.
James, yesterday when Mike was talking to us, he talked about heart, will, character, a bunch of things like that. How much of this, of winning on a night you guys aren't hitting threes, just comes down to those things?
And we actually talk about that before the game. When we're not making shots, we got to find ways to win. And I keep saying it's going to be on the defensive end. In that first half, we gave ourselves a chance defensively to not be shooting the ball well, but only down 6 points. And so we knew if we made shots and continue to just push our pace and do what we do, that the game was going to eventually turn around for us, and it did in that second half.
So does this bode well for a team that wants to make a deep playoff run and more?
Yeah, because obviously it's a bonus. When we're making shots, our swag is, way crazier. But I think our swag is even better when we're not, because we got to guard and defend and, be on the same page defensively. Our antennas go up even more when we're not making shots.
Thank you.
James, what's it like there early in the fourth quarter, rather, where you're on the bench and your guys are able to go on that big run?
I think it was a 15-0 run. Unbelievable, man. That was the game right there. The guys just took it upon themselves to guard, and we felt in the sense of Oklahoma City was getting tired, and we kept pressing the gas on them. That was a game changer right there for us. Huge shout out to D House and Jeff, Tuck, all the guys that was in that fourth quarter. Gordon made some big plays defensively, and then made some big shots.
Taylor Brooks.
Hey James, so obviously you are a guy in the league that it's very hard to defend, so much so that Charles Barkley said that you were the best one-on-one player that he had seen. Did you see that? What was your response to it, and why do you think he feels that way about your game?
No, I haven't seen it. But I just work so hard on my craft, day in and day out. I can't get tired of the work that I put in. And obviously, nights like tonight it's great for me. It humbles me because I know that I can do so much more. And if I'm not making shots, then I got to find other ways to impact the game. But more times than not, I'm going to be making shots and I'm going to get to my spot. So I just got to keep putting the work in, keep chipping away, and hopefully I have better games.
Hey James, when you're in isolation and they're throwing all these defenses at you and overloading you, it's all about making reads. How would you say you guys are as in sync as you've been all year?
Yeah, especially, I think we only had maybe 10 or 12 games, something like that, after we traded for Cove, so we never really got a chance to catch a rhythm. But this, practices and kind of training camp and eight regular season games gave us an opportunity to kind of, fill out what we had, on both ends of the floor. So as far as our spacing, who set screens and things like that, is something that we really dialed in on, and it's paid off for us.
Matt Russell.
Mike said earlier, hey, without fans, we have to generate our own enthusiasm. That seems to be working very well. Could you comment on the enthusiasm that you share with one another?
We feed off each other, and throughout the entire game, even from the jump ball, we got to give each other encouragement and energy. And I think even when things aren't going well, we kind of keep giving each other that boost of confidence. Because our shots are going to fall, and defensively we're going to be active. So courage and confidence goes a long way. So we just try to spread that amongst ourselves, amongst our teammates and coaches, and they feed us back to us. So it goes a long way, especially here without no fans.
Terrence Harris.
Hey James, how's it going?
What's up?
Hey, what does it feel like for you to watch some of the guys who are quote unquote role players really be able to step up in these first two games, and just what does that mean to you as one of the leaders of this team to see those kind of performances coming from so many different directions?
We've all seen it throughout the course of playoffs, and as you get deeper, you need your team. You need guys to play well. You need guys to make big shots, make big plays, defensively and offensively. And just tonight was a start, and it's been that way. Guys have been making plays and been playing pretty well. Tonight was just, I wasn't playing well, so or I didn't shoot the ball well, so it just looked like it was more highlighted. But guys and my teammates have been playing well all year. They've been after it, and tonight was a huge for us.
We'll take two more. Andres Lopez.
Thank you. James, we were looking at Russell Westbrook on the sideline. All in all, not to take away from the great effort that you guys put in, but how much of today's victory do you attribute to the energy you get from Russell on the sideline that you can hold in the game?
I mean, it was our whole team. Like I said before, we feed off each other. So, obviously Russell gave us that energy, but our entire bench was excited and turned up. Especially when we went on that run. And they saw us excited, so they looking at us, and we're giving them that confidence and that energy. They're just gonna keep out there and doing what they're doing. So it was a beautiful sight to see, and like I said before, we all give each other that confidence and that courage to go out there and just be ourselves.
Last one, Simon Ali.
Hey James, 2 games in, you've gotten good support contributions from Daniel House, Aaron Gordon, Jeff Green, and others. Is this kind of what you want when you're missing Russ?
Yep. This is exactly how, even with Russ back, this is what's going to have to happen for us to, our offense is so spread out. You got driving lanes and you got, we have shooters, on the floor. So guys, any given night, guys are going to be able to, step up and make big shots, make big plays. And it was a few guys last game, it was a few guys tonight, and it's going to need to be a few guys every single game for us to have a chance.
Thank you, James.
Thanks.
James Harden with 21 in the game. Now SGA, the second youngest player in OKC history to have a playoff game of 30 or more. We go to him live.
Just talk about the performance overall.
Of course, doing an unbelievable job of prepping us for games.
Kelly Iko.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how about you?
During the practice, you wanted to improve your game in certain aspects. How much of that are you seeing on the court tonight? That everyone step up.
Last year playoff performance, I kind of was harder on myself, but knowing that my feet has gotten wet, and all I want to do is just contribute, and like I said earlier in the beginning of the year, is do more for this team, because last year I felt like I let people down, including myself. So this year I came in and with a new mindset, a new mentality. And it's great to have great leaders such as Harden, Russ, EG, all the older guys that's instilling confidence within me and telling me to play my game in the best way. We done? We done? Tracy?
Yes, can you hear me? Matt Buesel.
Hey Daniel, when that big run came early in the fourth quarter, it's just like, okay, it might not be the knockout punch, but this will really put them down. They won't be able to get back in the game.
You said what? Can you turn the volume up? I can't hear. They like static it. You hear?
Sorry, can you repeat that again? Matt, can you repeat that question?
Daniel, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the key to that big 14-0 run early in the fourth quarter?
Just team defense. Team defense, executing the game plan and the scouting report, and having one another's back. Guys was on one accord out there, and that's what led to it.
Simona Lee.
That was Daniel House Jr. Now we go to James Harden.